Hello, hello, and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. I'm here to do the Gemini 2021 yearly forecast. How you doing? I hope you're really well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're returning already, then a huge thank you for supporting the channel. I so appreciate it. So this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. We're going to be taking a look at what's in store for you, Gemini, for 2021 in both love and career. So we'll start with some general messages and then we'll go into the main spread. So for Gemini in 2021, get some messages please for Gemini. Messages for Gemini in 2021. Just drop that. It'll come back out. Oh, there we go, if it needs to. Right, a couple more please for Gemini for 2021. Thank you. And one more please for Gemini. Oh, two more, that's fine. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so first Page of Swords. Okay, the Ten of Swords. And then we had the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Interesting. I mean, straight off the bat, what this is playing out for me here, Gemini, very clearly, you may be receiving some sort of message or communication from someone where there was a huge ending or some sort of something came to an end quite painfully perhaps. It could have been a big breakup with someone potentially. Maybe someone is reaching out to you, sending a little message, and you might be reflecting on whether to invest more into that situation because, you know, with the Six of Cups here, this is saying something from your past, perhaps coming back into your life. It can be about maybe you've been missing them, or you know, you kind of reminiscing on the good times that you had, and therefore that's kind of making you reflect on some sort of message coming in from them. That's just the strongest thing I can see straight away. Now that's not going to be for all of you, of course, but otherwise it may just be the first thing I thought, the Page of Swords, is the need to kind of gather more information on something, maybe doing some research. Yeah, but I just keep hearing that it's something that ended, and maybe it's someone that you want to you've been missing, that you're reflecting on. But let's see. Let's get some more messages for Gemini, please. Gemini for 2021. Get some more messages for Gemini, please. For Gemini, okay. Couple more please for Gemini. Couple more for Gemini please for 2021. Couple more messages for Gemini. Thank you. Maybe one more. That's great. Let's see. Oh wow. I mean so Gemini, here we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a very kind of independent and stable, self-sufficient kind of energy. So you may be single at the time when you're watching this, and you know, doing very well on your own. With the Eight of Cups, you may have walked away from a situation which wasn't completely emotionally fulfilling, or you might be thinking about doing that. Now that could be in anything, love or work, something that maybe isn't making you as happy as it used to, or kind of walking away from that, but you're looking very successful. I mean, this is a great sign in terms of your finances for 2021 with the Nine of Pentacles here. That is really someone able to provide for themselves. You know, all the bills are paid, everything is very successful, and you know, you're reaping the rewards of a lot of hard work there. So that's very positive. And then we do have this Page of Cups here. So again, I'm kind of getting back to this storyline that first hit me. Someone who may still feel quite connected to you in some way may want to apologize, or just still have some feelings that they still haven't kind of, you know, they haven't completely shaken you, I want to say, from their like emotional space, and they might want to reach out. Maybe it's someone who walked away from you in the past. Possibly, yeah, wanting to apologize or just get things going again. So, but that's just some general messages. Let's go into a spread now. So I'm going to be asking about both your love and career in separate lines for you, so you can see quite clearly, and you may find that you resonate with either the love spread or the career spread, or you might resonate with both, who knows. But hopefully you'll get a lot of information here for you. So I'm going to be splitting them by 3 months at a time. Let's see what's happening over the course of the year. So can we get the top 10 cards, please, for Gemini for their love and career in 2021? 2001 would be lovely. But no, 2021. Okay. With the top 10 cards, please, for Gemini. Okay, so in love, January to March. It's a Page of Cups again. Maybe it'll be in quite in the early part of the year that you might hear from this person. Okay, April, May and June. Okay, July, August, September. Wow. October to December. And your overall advice for love. Interesting. And in work, January to March. Killing it even. April, May to June. 7 of Pentacles there again. July, August, September. Oh, killing it in work. October to December. Interesting. And your overall advice for career. Okay, so all right, so at the bottom of the deck here we have the 8 of Swords, Gemini. So this is about overthinking and kind of feeling stuck, maybe not necessarily seeing a way forward or out of a situation, feeling like you are trapped in some way and you can't make a move, or your kind of options are maybe feeling a bit closed off to you. Obviously, I think a lot of us are feeling this way at the moment with current affairs in the world, but yeah, it's that sense of like stuck in, but it's your thoughts that are keeping you stuck. You can find a way out of this. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups behind that. So there definitely could be some sort of romance coming in here for you, Gemini, or someone expressing some feelings for you, or having a love for you. Now, this could be how you're feeling about someone else as well. And with this combination, maybe it's a sense, if you do have these feelings for someone, maybe you feel like you can't actually act on it or express it. Or maybe if someone is coming in to tell you this, you're not going to be 100% sure if there's a way for you to move forward with them. Yeah, and so behind that we have the Strength card, which is, again, it is courage for sure. So it could be needing to gain that courage and strength to express some sort of romantic feelings. So let's see. Wow, at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Wands. This is someone coming in very passionately, you know, no holding back, no hesitation here with the Knight of Wands. It can be someone who kind of comes in and out of your life. So maybe this is someone you've had this experience with before, because they can be a little bit inconsistent, but it's certainly someone very driven by their passion. Yeah. The Page of Pentacles. So look at these pages and knights here, Gemini. I feel like this is when this person comes into your life in 2021 with some sort of message or offer. You're going to be quite hesitant about whether to act on it, or you're kind of going to look at it and be like, really? What do I do with this? You know, we're going to do this again, kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. The Page of Swords again. So yeah, it might be some sort of message that you try and avoid dealing with when it comes in, perhaps because this person, you know, maybe you're feeling like it's not going to work because they're very inconsistent. So when they come in again, you might be like trying to avoid dealing with it, or feeling like you need more information before you can proceed. It could also be that with this, obviously, this Page of Swords, that someone may have been keeping their eye on you from a distance, even if you haven't been communicating in a while, and now they're kind of coming back in again. But definitely with all those pages and knights, there's at least one person coming towards you, Gemini. I would say in a love setting with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. That's like a lot of emotion and passion. So, okay. Let me get your next layer and then we'll go through everything. So can we clarify, please, for Gemini with the top 10 cards? Oh, and I should say Gemini as well. So I had some comments on other videos that the noise or the volume was a little bit low. So I've got like a new little microphone now, which I'm hoping will improve things. But please do hit me a comment and let me know if you can hear me okay. I really hope that it's made the sound a lot clearer. Anyway, I also need to try and talk louder. That might help too. So with the top 10 cards, please, for Gemini, for their love and career in 2021. Please clarify the Knight of Wands again. Please clarify what is already laid out. Oh my goodness. Oh God, Gemini. Okay. In love, January to March. The Tower. I laugh because it just jumped out and I was like, no, back in you go. So no, it really has to make itself known. April to June. July to September. Wow. October to December. It's the Strength card again. And your overall advice in love. Interesting. And your work, January to March. Wow, really good. April to June. July to September. Wow. October to December. Okay. And your overall advice and career. The Page of Cups again. Okay, bottom of the deck. We have the Four of Pentacles here. So this is feeling a little bit vulnerable and guarded. And yeah, just maybe feeling like you need to protect yourself. That you don't, maybe you feel like you've been kind of hurt, or you're feeling quite wounded maybe by previous events, or a little bit cautious maybe even with money for the time being, which is fair enough. So yeah, again, it's that Eight of Swords, again, energy of feeling a little bit you're kind of closing yourself off in a protective manner, not really feeling like you can put yourself out there in some way or another. Oh wow, and behind that we have the Ten of Cups. So this is talking about huge happiness and bliss. It's kind of like the one you want to grow old with and have a family with. It's also talking about families getting together in like a reunion kind of setting, two people's different families rejoining. So this is very beautiful energy, but so maybe this is something that you want, but you're not feeling like you can open yourself up to that again, or that idea. I hope it's something that you are experiencing with so much beautiful happiness. But I'm getting the sense that, yeah, you're just feeling a little bit vulnerable. Maybe even wanting to protect the family or the happiness that you have already created, and really wanting to protect that very much. This is about looking after your assets as well and your money. So maybe you're just feeling quite protective. Yeah, let's see. So we've got the Queen of Wands behind that. She actually is already on your spread as well. So this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is very passionate, extremely confident, sexy character, really fiery as well. She's quite no holes barred either, in terms of she says what she wants, thinks about the results later, but hugely passionate about going after what she wants and that kind of thing. So interesting combination. I mean, you're wanting to go after something here, or you're really attracting a lot of attention, potentially with all those pages and knights. You're looking really sexy and confident on the outside. It's just an interesting combination, because this for me is Four of Pentacles is quite contrasting in terms of energy. Not feeling so confident here at all. So maybe you're projecting on the outside that you're really killing it, but maybe on the inside you're feeling far more vulnerable. At the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Cups again, which was there at the beginning. So definitely could be someone wanting to do some sort of sweet gesture for you. Maybe who's been missing you, wants to re-enter your life, someone that you knew when you were younger, or some opportunity maybe that had passed you by in the past. There it is again, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, no, I feel like someone is definitely wanting to return to your life this year, Gemini, passionately rushing in. This is, yeah, again, it's not a very careful energy in terms of how they rush in. It's kind of a bit chaotic and a bit, how can I say this? It's is throwing caution to the wind, but really passionately going after what they want. Oh my goodness. And we have the Ace of Wands as well. Did I mention passion and going after what they want? It looks like someone is rushing back into your life, probably seeing you as the Queen of Wands, seeing you as extremely attractive and sexy as hell and really doing your thing. And yeah, I feel like someone from your past is rushing back in this year, Gemini, because they want a whole new beginning with you. Wow. So, and I feel like you're going to be a little bit guarded when that happens. So let's get into it. So in love, January to March, here you go. The Page of Cups, someone reaching out with some emotion, some sort of, it could be with this Tower combination quite shocking when they do so. Maybe this could be, doesn't have to necessarily be someone returning to your life. This could just be someone new at this early time of the year expressing their feelings for you. And I feel like it's going to be shocking, like you were not expecting this at all. So that's the beginning of the year. April, May and June is a different mood entirely. You're definitely kind of moving on at this point. Maybe you have been left out in the cold by someone when it comes to love, or you're feeling a little bit or you could be even, to be honest, I get the sense of more like you might be leaving someone else out in the cold at this point. We'll get another layer of clarification yet. But kind of, yeah, maybe even I want to say ghosting with this combination. You might just decide for some reason or another at this point to move on from this person and kind of, yeah, no, I just keep getting ghosting or like ignoring them. But it could also be that this is how someone has been treating you and you're like, no, I've had enough, I'm moving on from this. So July, August and September is gorgeous. We have this huge new opportunity in love at this time of year for you. But it is going to be one of those things where it is a crossroads moment for you maybe in many ways, because it could be, wow, this is a huge opportunity, but it would take me down a whole different path than I was kind of planning. You know, it's always when we kind of, it's one of those moments where it's I just getting like, oh, this is really inconvenient because this is not part of my plan. I just heard, but that I think that's how some of you are going to be feeling when this new opportunity arises in love in July, August, September, and it's going to be a big decision about whether to go for it or not. At the end of the year, you may have options, or there may be some confusion with this Seven of Cups, or sense of illusion, or worried that you're being maybe you're not getting the full story, or there's things that kind of downsides or things that someone's not telling you. I'm almost getting like, not in a deceptive way, but you're worried like, am I seeing this clearly or not in some sort of love scenario at the end of the year. And again, with that Strength card, I almost get like you might be trying to get someone to open up and tell you clearly what is going on. You could also be needing to be quite strong at the time. Maybe if you have multiple options and you're needing to decide which one is the best one for me to go for, and kind of using a lot of strength to maybe hold back on proceeding just with one person, because you're worried if what else there is to know about them. Now, your overall advice, we have that Five of Pentacles again, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. So to me, what I'm getting here is that if there is a point in your love life in 2021, Gemini, where you're feeling quite lonely, quite ignored, you're out in the cold, it kind of like, yeah, really unappreciated, neglected in love, and it's a hard energy, so I'm sorry. I think we all go through feeling like that at some point, but it's never enjoyable. But I feel like the advice here is there will be some sort of offer coming in, or little message, just when you're probably feeling really at your low point, in the kind of like there's coldness here, and then this offer comes in and really starts to heat things back up. And I'm just noticing like the sun rising as well with this offer. It's like a whole new dawn. And I feel like that makes sense because it's kind of what I'm seeing here, like the middle of the year, so like April through to September, where, yeah, you may be really sick of being like alone, or, out in the cold when it comes to love, it would seem. But then this offer is coming in. So in work, January to March is very positive. Look at this. Again, we have that go-getter attitude of the Queen of Wands. Really, now that could also be here. Like maybe you're killing it in work, and you're really giving off this very like got it all together, very attractive. You're attracting new opportunities. You're magnetic at this time in your career. Very confident. Maybe even like maybe if you have some sort of presence online, you're looking really hot. How can I put this? Maybe you're feeling like quite like you want to almost like show off at this time, and you're getting a lot of attention. Your values being completely recognized, and it's very positive with the sun. This is good fortune coming in for you in work at the start of the year. Really positive. Now April, May and June, pick this up. I feel like you're going to be in quite a reflective mood at this time with this Seven of Pentacles again. This is talking about whether to keep investing in something, or am I getting a good enough investment on what I'm putting into this so far. It may also be about your money. You may just be reflecting on how your finances are doing at this time. With the Hierophant, it's an interesting one because this is traditional, like establishments, like the establishment of marriage or the establishment of the church or that kind of thing. So it's also traditional. So I'm kind of getting, it's a weird message, but I almost get like, how am I doing financially based on doing things in a very traditional way? You may be, actually that could be where you want to go. Maybe if you haven't been doing things traditionally before, maybe you are thinking about actually kind of setting up something more substantial or kind of stable or fixed kind of work. Or this might be the time when you're thinking, could I actually get a better payoff on my investment by trying something new? Maybe not doing things in a completely traditional way. It's maybe could go either way there, Gemini. Now in July, August, September is amazing in work. Again, really positive. The Empress and the Four of Wands, what a stunning combination. I feel like this is you here, Gemini. Again, absolutely killing it, looking stunning, really attracting wealth and abundance and success. This is kind of thing like everything you touch, blooming, flourishing. And with this Four of Wands, this is like celebrating the good times. This is going to be a really fortuitous time in your career and work life. I feel like you might even be celebrating something at this time, some sort of success. It's a very positive time of the year for you, I feel, with this with this Ace of Cups in your love life at this time. So this is July to September. So I feel like you're going to be looking really like radiating beauty and just magnetically drawing in more abundance, like really, I mean, I know the Magician's not here, but I just get the sense of you're really manifesting beauty and success into your life at that time. In October to December, it's a bit of a trickier time in work. So we've got this Four of Cups energy, which is in love, it would be a sense of rejection. So perhaps here in work, maybe you're getting some sort of rejection, or potentially if you are looking for new work, or you've got some offers coming in, but none of them are really that particularly interesting, any of the offers you're receiving. I feel like, to be honest, it may be more that you go for something and it might turn out to be a rejection at that time in a work setting, and this could be leaving you feeling quite upset or disappointed or really heartbroken, potentially with this Three of Swords. Like maybe you even are going for something and then you get rejected, but there's also this sense of like finding something out, or some sort of hidden, maybe something that someone's been trying to keep hidden from you comes out. And this is a really weird message in terms of work, but maybe why an offer isn't possible right now or something, and it is going to be quite painful. But try not to focus on that, because we'll get some more clarification yet. And I always think about anything, but especially career, any rejection is often for your protection in a different way, because something better is coming along. It's just not meant to be, essentially. But the rest of the year is exceptionally positive in your work life, so don't focus on that too much. Now, overall advice is interesting. For work, we have the King and Page of Cups. So this is, I feel like the King of Cups is a character here who, again, really has their eye on someone, may be having a lot of affection or appreciation for them. Might not be overly expressive about it, but they are watching you and really impressed with your progress or your abilities. It's kind of like admiration from afar. So you could be dealing with some sort of character in your workplace who really admires you, how you're working. And because of that, maybe will be offering you some sort of opportunities with this Page of Cups. Maybe even this could be, I don't know, someone who turned you down for a job offer in the past and, you know, is now looking at you with like fresh eyes and just thinking, wow, actually Gemini has really got a lot going on, and maybe wanting to reach back out, and not so much in like an apology way, but like a new perspective that they've had about you. We'll get some more clarification on that yet, but it's looking like you have a lot of admirers in work, and I mean like admiring your abilities at work in 2021, Gemini. So let's get another layer. Now, of course, just to mention as well, this is a general love reading. So it's general love reading, sorry, my brain. General 2021 forecasts. So it's not going to resonate with every Gemini out there. Obviously, you might not know if this is going to resonate for you until we're later on into the year. But of course, leave me a comment and let me know if you liked the video. I hope you did. It's my first time doing one of these, so I guess I'm testing out the format myself, so I'd love to hear if you enjoyed it. But and you can always check back and see later in the year if it is resonating. But if it doesn't, you could always also check out your other placements. So let's get your next layer. So for Gemini, can we clarify one more time, please, with the top 10 cards? Gemini for 2021, please. Okay, so for love, the Empress again. April, May to June. Ooh. July to September. Whoa, Ace of Cups on top of Ace of Cups. Eee, Gemini. October to December, the Queen of Wands again. Your overall advice in love. In work, January to March. Oh, there it is. Didn't I say I haven't seen the Magician yet, but I feel like you're manifesting? Hell yeah, you are. There is the Magician. In work, April to June. And July to September. Ooh. October to December. Okay, it's interesting. Wasn't expecting that. And your overall advice in work. Okay. Bottom of this deck, okay, it's the Four of Pentacles again. This is the same as the bottom of this deck. So yeah, this is definitely, you may be a little bit concerned about your finances. This is kind of a sense of, it's not, you know, the Four of Pentacles can sometimes be about being like miserly. It's not that in this card. It's more like you're worried about it's like counting your pennies basically, and sitting there almost like it's also this sense of being in isolation, so feeling quite lonely. Maybe you're worried about whether you're actually going to be able to keep providing for yourself in some way. I have to say it looks extremely positive for you in work this year, Gemini. So if you're at that stage where you're like, do I give up on something? Don't give up. It's going to be okay. So behind that, yeah, Prince of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups for about the 10th time. So this is some sort of offer coming in. It could be exactly as I said, just when you're feeling at that really low, like alone, like how am I going to keep paying my bills, etc. kind of feeling, then some sort of offer comes forward, which is very positive. It could be something that you're very passionate about, or, you know, where you're going to feel very enthusiastic about this offer. Yes, exactly. Eight of Pentacles behind that. And this Eight of Pentacles is usually about, you know, hard work, being very focused on your work, putting a lot of effort in. But this particular Eight of Pentacles is a team of two who are creating abundance together. It's like working very well as a team and making, you know, themselves very successful. So I feel like someone when you maybe, and I feel like it's this kind of King of Cups, so that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio I should mention as well. It doesn't have to be, but anyone who's really admiring you and your abilities. When there might be a point where you're feeling quite low, quite alone, coming in with an offer in something that's going to, like, basically the two of you will work together to make like a great success in terms of money in your career. So let's see. Yeah, the bottom of the deck we have the Fool. So this is talking about going off in a new direction, like a little bit. It's almost like you're no longer worried about what lies ahead. There's a little bit of blind faith required here. Taking, it is can be about taking a risk, but to go off in a new direction. Now, with what I'm saying here as well, that could be to do with love. That could be how you're feeling like, I don't know, where is this leading me? It's a whole new direction I wasn't planning on going in, but so that could be a point for you in 2021. But yeah, with this Three of Wands, I feel like you have been waiting for, maybe you've been waiting for a long time in love recently. Maybe you've been waiting for somebody. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, okay. And with the Hermit, this is like someone who's doing a lot of soul searching. So it may even be I feel this is more in love wise here. You may have been waiting for someone to, maybe they've been in hermit mode even, or it could have been you as well. But again, this is really talking about feeling isolated and cut off. And you're kind of, I feel like you've been waiting and waiting. Maybe this is how you're feeling as well. Like, I'm just, I've closed myself off, from other people, and, doing a lot of soul searching and reflection, but just waiting and waiting for, maybe even love to come in here. But I have to say, Gemini, middle of the year, woohoo, can't wait to tell you about it. So in love, January to March is clarified by the Empress. So the other thing I meant to say here before is that I was also getting a sense that, as I said right at the beginning, if there was like a painful ending in the past, this could have been like some huge tower moment that you had with someone. So what I mean by that is that there was some established relationship, and that it suddenly came crashing down, and it was quite shocking when it happened. There may be someone coming in at the beginning of the year who you had that experience with, who now wants to come in and apologise or offers some sort of emotion to you. Maybe they've been missing you and they want to reach back out. I feel because they see you as the Empress here again, very like beautiful, loving, supportive, this Empress character. So that you may have been very supportive to them in the past. It's also like someone very honest and strong and genuine, this particular Empress card for me. So I feel like someone is like maybe recognizes that is how you have always been, and they're wanting to apologize for some huge shake-up or some huge argument or something. So, I mean, the Empress in general, I just feel like this is you, how you're coming across at the beginning of the year. And that could be causing also someone to actually declare that they have feelings for you, which would also be quite a shock or a surprise, I think. So it could be either one of those kind of situations. April, May to June, there is clarified by the Ace of Wands. So this is it's passion again, as we saw at the bottom of the other deck. It's a very exciting new beginning. It's very action orientated, but it's interesting with these other cards, the combination. So it may be that if you're dealing with like a Knight of Wands, kind of very passionate, fiery, but a little bit inconsistent, maybe even possibly a bit of a player character, and perhaps it was all about the physical. You may be, I feel like this is probably more you might be suddenly feeling left out in the cold after the potential of a very exciting, passionate connection, but you are moving on from it. The other thing I'm seeing is that possibly this could just be a continuation. You are moving on from feeling like you're being left out in the cold, and maybe near the end, maybe around June or something, there is this exciting new beginning in your love life, which also helps you to move on from whatever in the past has left you feeling like you were left out in the cold in love. Oh, Gemini, July, August, September, the Ace of Cups, clarifying the Ace of Cups. This is huge. New beginning in love for you, or the opportunity of one. Now, I have to be honest, because we've got the Two of Wands, which is like choosing which path to go down, having to make a choice. It could just be that this opportunity is like some sort of huge crossroads. But considering there's the Ace of Cups twice, it could also be speaking about maybe there's two different opportunities for maybe two people that you could have some sort of new beginning in love with, and you're going to have to make a decision about which path do I want to go down. It could be that for some of you. But for others, this is just reinforcing the fact that there will be so much love coming into your life at this time, a huge new start, and it's just going to be like a real crossroads moment for you, where like a very defining time. October to December is clarified by the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this is you again, Gemini, even though I know it's more fire energy, but, and again, we've got the Leo energy here as well. You might have Leo strongly in your chart. So anyway, you are just looking really hot, really attractive. And again, I feel like you might have multiple options, some of you, in love at this time. And you're going to have to be quite strong about making the decision of which one is the authentic opportunity and which one, you know, isn't really worth the salt. Really isn't worth its salt. That's the phrase, isn't it? Anyway, but you're very confident. You've really got you've got your groove back for sure. I feel like it's that turning point in, say, April, May and June, where you're moving on from being left out in the cold, and then all the rest of the year in love is looking really good. I just feel like the end of the year here is just saying that you will have multiple options, and you need to be quite strong about what you want to choose. So your advice in love is clarified by the King of Swords. So that is air energy. So Gemini, Aquarius and Libra. So it could be very much you here. This King of Swords in particular is talking about standing up for what we believe in, our ideas, maybe facing a bit of backlash about them. So it could be that that's how you're feeling at some points of the year, like you're really having to defend yourself for whatever reason, and maybe that's kind of leading to you feeling quite like there's a lot of cold energy here, like you're feeling quite cold and maybe alone because of having to stand up for your ideas. But don't worry, because even if that you feel like that at some point, there is going to be some offer coming in for sure that's going to be really heating up your love life. So work, January to March, fire, fire, fire. You definitely have fire in your chart, Gemini. We've got the Sorceress, which is the Magician. So you are manifesting. What a combination. Huge success in your career at the start of the year. You are magnetic. You're making decisions. I feel like your career is almost like coming back to life, like this great sense of renewal, like a new dawn, almost like this phoenix rising from the ashes kind of sense. You're very powerful at this time. You can manifest the success into your career at the start of the year that you want to see. Absolutely. So April, May and June, is clarified interestingly by the Prince of Pentacles, is the Page of Pentacles. This is also a reflective energy because it's kind of considering an offer that you're being made and kind of looking back. It may also have been something that came up in the past. Again, I'm getting a sense of kind of looking back and reconsidering perhaps an offer. Maybe it was for something that was a little bit, this is Taurus energy, by the way, all earth energy here. So this is a very grounded time for you, but maybe you're trying to be very grounded in how you're thinking about work, like trying to be very practical about whether, you know, this is paying your bills and this kind of thing, whether you're earning enough. It is, I think you're thinking about maybe some sort of opportunity for some sort of more traditional, or maybe a more, how do I put it, like a more set career, maybe something, if for example you're doing something quite freelance at the moment, like that involves being online or having like an online presence, and maybe there is some sort of opportunity again coming back up for something a bit more like, not 9 to 5, not at all, but kind of like, you know, you work for a big company and you have like set structure of bosses and etc. And it might just be something you're reflecting on at this time. So July, August and September, interestingly, is clarified by the Devil. So this is Capricorn energy. It's an interesting one because this is so positive. This Devil for me is kind of about it can be about fear and, you know, well, almost being like a slave to our fears and that kind of thing. So there may be, with all this positivity, there may be some sort of creeping doubts that are playing on your mind, or it's also kind of like about anger, weirdly. It's such a weird thing to clarify these other beautiful cards. I almost want to get some clarification on it, but I don't want to make this too long. Yeah, no, I have to, Gemini. Why is this devil here for Gemini? In July, August and September in their work life. Why is the devil here? I'm too curious. Try and make these videos short and sweet and just can't help it. Why is the devil here for Gemini? Thank you. Oh, the Four of Wands again. Okay, so you have the Four of Wands clarifying. We already had the Four of Wands here. I just want to know why the devil was here, but maybe you're just getting into some sort of partnership with the Capricorn, look, because I don't get a sense of this kind of the negative sides of the devil. Obviously there's the positive side as well, is like passion and kind of lusty temptation and passion and that kind of thing. But I mean, the Four of Wands again is more celebration, so you could just be getting into a partnership with a Capricorn potentially at this time, or you might be facing your fears and overcoming them. There could just be a lot of passion, and you could be feeling quite like highly emotive about what you're doing at this time. I don't know, leave me a comment. Obviously maybe we'll have to wait till later in the year to find out, but I'd love to hear how that actually manifests for you. October to December is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, which is super positive. I almost feel like these two should be swapped, but no. The Ten of Pentacles is about huge success in terms of money and investment and career. It is also a card of marriage as well. So but it's weird though, because if this was in like your love setting, your love reading, I might say more like you might be finding out, for example, that someone's married, and then that is causing some sort of rejection. So I mean, this isn't going to be, it's going to be for a tiny portion of you, but if some of you have like got romantically inclined to someone you work with, you could be finding out that they're married at this point. And then that's going to be quite shocking. But if we take the romance out of it completely, I just feel like more that you are possibly being turned down for some sort of role, and it's going to be quite heartbreaking. But as I said, exactly as I said about this like rejection being a form of protection, I feel like it's because there is a lot more success and money and abundance coming, even maybe in your current role, that if you had got whatever it is that you're going for at this time, you wouldn't have actually enjoyed. So I feel like, don't worry if there's like some sort of rejection happens at this time and you're feeling really crushed, because there's a lot of abundance and success coming in work as well. So overall advice, Gemini, is clarified by the Chariot, card of Cancer. So you definitely could have like a strong influence from a Cancer water sign in your life this year. This Chariot card, interestingly, is about temporary success at the cost of others. You see like the two people that are like carrying, I don't know if you can see on that, there you go. And they're quite like burdened and miserable, but they're making this person up here look really good. It's quite an alternative representation of the Chariot card, which is generally extremely positive and forward momentum and success and victory. So this could also be talking about if you experienced this with some sort of boss in the past, maybe they kind of used your abilities to make themselves look really good. You know, like when you work on a project really hard and then someone takes the credit for it, and it makes them look good in the short term, but in the long term, this is why it talks about short-term success, because long term, if you're not around anymore and someone else is like, hey, that was a great project, can you do another one for me? It's not going to work out as well because they haven't got anyone to use their work. That was a tangent, but anyway. So if you've experienced that, I feel like the advice here is that this person is maybe wanting to apologize. The other thing could be just to be cautious if you have someone, kind of buttering you up in the workplace, like, hey, you're so great, really, like, just like a little offer, like, oh, amazing, I wonder if you could do this, and then I could arrange like a little something for you as a thank you. But just be careful not to have your abilities, maybe even your content if you are online, being used by other people, even though you're the one putting all the hard work in. Bit of a weird message, but just what came into my mind, so I've got to say it. So Gemini, there we go. That is what I've got for you for 2021, love and career. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit me a like and leave me a comment. Please subscribe. I'll be back in 2021 to do monthly love readings, and the next one will be January's love, so that's not too far away at all. Anyway, I just hope you have the most amazing 2021. Enjoy the end of 2020 as much as you can, and thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.